Welcome back to the channel. Firstly, I'd like to apologise that I haven't been doing regular videos. Just been crazy busy. I've been out of the country for the last 7 weeks. A few of those weeks was running business retreats for tradespeople who want to grow their business and sort of get off the tools and start to get into property development. So that's kept me busy. The site's just been flying along. But yeah, so I thought I'd better give you an update. It's Sunday. So I've come in on a Sunday just to do a couple of bits, just because I'm so busy. But there's no one on site, so it allows me just to come in, see where we're at, catch up on a few things, and plan for the weeks ahead. So at the minute, I'm in plot 1, so this is the last bungalow to be built. We're just putting the insulation in, the walls and the vapour barrier. And one of the jobs I'm just doing today is sealing up around the windows. So there's your DPC down the vertical. We wrap the vapour barrier around, tape it all up. As you can see, bomb-proof it, so when the windows go in, they push that DPC forward. Any moisture cannot get through onto the inside. So I'm just doing that because my window guy, Steve's, coming tomorrow, Monday morning. So you can see all the windows are here, already made up. All the doors are here. But I just wanted to make sure I get done for him so I don't hold him up. Because like I say, because he's made the windows up, they're going to go in pretty quick. So here's all your DPC, that will tuck forward. Fire socks are all in there. We'll wrap the membrane round to make sure that's all fully watertight. I won't go outside too much because it's windy, but as you can see outside here, all the bungalows are done, all the bricklayers are done, roofers are done. So it's nice to get rid of a few trades, nice to get rid of big bulky materials. The site's been a bit of a mess. Actually, it was raining yesterday. We don't really get much rain in the daytime here. It tends to rain in the night time. So yeah, it was a bit wet. Made the site a bit muddy. One of the things I've had to do is when we had to scrape that part of the site out to get some stone in it. And this is what we scraped off. So it's just about 4 foot of slop there. That will dry out eventually. But we'll spread that around the back. But we needed to get it off the road because people are just driving in and out and it's just making it worse. So yeah, all the roofs are done, all looking good. Brickwork's all done. As you can see, no fascias and soffits. We don't bother with those. One less material, one less job to do, one less thing to get damaged, one less thing to maintain for the buyers. Electric garage doors, they're all coming in 3 weeks' time. Got power going on in 2 weeks. So we need to get the meter boxes in. These are 3-phase. So these cables, one of the challenges is getting these through the back of the boxes when you've only got like a 40mm cavity and you've got to try and get that cable through. Bit of a challenge, but we'll get it through. We always do. Tomorrow morning, I've got to scoot off early to the merchants, but I'm going to be back here straight away and I'm going to get these stone seals in. So I've done the back windows first so that Steve can get on with the back. By the time he gets that done, I'll have these seals in at the front. Just got to put the seals in on plot 2 as well. So that's another job finished. Sorry to interrupt the video, but look, if you want to get results like this from building stuff like that, make sure you subscribe, because I've got loads of videos from ordinary people just like me and you getting extraordinary results doing property developments. Right, back to the video. It means that the seals get put away because you know what they're like, they have a habit of getting damaged. So just want to get that job done, get them in, get them finished. We'll take you out this way. So, back gardens, pretty much clear, bit of rubbish here. We'll burn that tomorrow morning, providing there's not too much wind. Luckily we can just burn stuff on site. Like I said, providing we don't upset anybody. Get rid of that. Never quite understand these expansion joints in the middle. Yeah, at least hide them behind the downpipes. But there you go. That's the architects for you. Had to improvise, pumping the water off the road just into the back garden just to get rid of that so it drains away. Another little job to be done. We've got some downpipes up that never quite got finished. But better to put temporary downpipes up than no downpipes, because when it rains the water goes all the way down the brickwork. Sometimes it can make all the cement work white. So that's a little job that my son's going to do tomorrow. Don't know if you'll see from this one, we've gone for a flush casement window this time. So this colour's called a gate grey. We use this pretty much all the time. It's just a nice sort of, what's that, sort of pastel colour, I guess. But gone for the flush casements. Just think they look a lot better, a bit more solid, quite nice. We've got some low level windows in here, so you can see normal window height. These are like low level, they're about 300 off the floor. So they're looking nice. Another thing we've gone for instead of bifolds this time, just come over here. We've gone for big sliders this time, so we've got something on that one as well. So going big sliders on here instead of bifolds, but on that one we are going for bifolds, just because in the afternoon the sun will be around. We just think that one suits bifolds better than this one. Can't really explain it why, but we'll probably be able to see it when it's all finished and fenced off, and you'll get to see it. But yeah, they're nice. From inside they look really, really nice. So you've got more glass, so you've got less bars blocking out the view. Yeah, all the mess is cleared up out here. We've just got to get the digger in and just have a little scrape about here. We need to make sure that when we bring the soil in, it's certified, so it's not uncontaminated, because it's had contaminated soil. So we need to make sure we've definitely got 300 mil, because at the end of it, someone will come back and test that. And they'll just do random tests around the site, and if they pick up any contamination, in theory they can make us take the whole lot out, and we don't want that, because we want to get the soil in, get it turfed. Luckily this time of year you're not going to be cutting the grass. It won't dry out, whereas normally when we turf in the summer, it can be too hot on the turf, it can die. But no chance of that this time of year, which is November. And then another thing we've got to do is we've got to get the fence between these two plots. We need to get those posts dug in, because this is the thing where you can get caught out with contaminated soil. The minute you dig everything out and then someone just comes to do a little tiny thing, that person's going to be walking around with the contaminated soil on their shoes, and that's it. That's all it takes just to get cross-contaminated. I mean, there is no contaminated soil, from my opinion, and from the geologist's opinion, but from the ground contamination survey, they picked up a couple of little pockets where someone used to have bonfires, and unfortunately they sort of made us take the whole lot out, so not a problem. The way we got around that was to raise up the floor levels. Took a big gamble. I did that without planning permission. So we raised up the floor levels 250 mil, put the big rafts in, as you may have seen on previous videos, and then we got permission afterwards. So a bit risky, but like my mentor says, if you don't risk anything, you risk everything. So we put them in. What it's done, it's allowed me just to get rid of 6 lorry loads of soil instead of about probably 250 loads of soil. So we've literally got rid of all the soil, raised up the levels, losing it under the slabs. Just by lifting the floor levels, it means we can go down 250 mil less. So it saved a hell of a lot of money, a hell of a lot of time, a hell of a lot of mess. Certainly means a lot less stuff to bring in as well. So this is in plot 2. So the plaster borders are in here at the minute. They've just started this. When did they start this? Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, they came in 2 days. They've pretty much got half the bungalow done. So all the ceilings, all the walls, they've pretty much done half of it. Two guys, 2 days. So pretty good going. They're working their way down here. I've got a couple of little jobs to do in here tomorrow. We've just got to vapor barrier that wall, a little bit in the utility, just because we was finishing off a bit of plumbing. But that's been done now. So my son's got a couple of little tiny jobs. He's just started doing it actually. I've just noticed that. He's just started putting the wood up there for the kitchen wall units. So that means we get a bomb-proof solid fixing when we come to fit the kitchens. So that's been done. So yeah, now that's been done, you can see up here. That's been done. He's done the plumbing, so we'll put some tape around there. Then we'll get this vapor barrier put back on. So that'll be that job done. Then we'll be out the plasterboarders way tomorrow. A couple of hours in here, we'll be out of the way. As you can see, little things, making sure we tape all around the sockets, make sure it's nice and airtight. Plasterboard's there, but yeah, so you can't really see from the big view. We're doing the floor heating. That's all in. All the insulation there is going to go in the walls, so that's going to be for soundproofing. So then that'll all be gone, all them materials. But yeah, this one will be plasterboarded tomorrow, and then the lads will start skimming it. So they'll probably be in here about maybe 4 days, maybe 5 days skimming. So then this one will be done, get it to dry out. Yeah, so that's the last job we was doing, soil stack. So my son's been doing this, and as you can see, where are we up there, ooh, he's just put a bit of polythene around there so that if it creaks with, when it gets hot or it gets cold, it just stops it creaking. So it almost like allows it to slip. Because sometimes you get these things, and of course you can't get to them afterwards once the house is built. They become a real pain. You can see on here, so all the vapor barriers done. We tape all this round here so when the windows are fitted, like I say, no damp can get through. This door's coming tomorrow, so then this building will be watertight. Not sure why it didn't come, but it didn't anyway. It's gonna be here tomorrow, and it's gonna go in tomorrow. What else have we got? We've got some stone, so we get 2-inch clean this time of year. We don't get any dust in it, it just gets too wet. All the slabs are here for the next couple of plots. All the loft insulation's here, that's got to go up into the lofts tomorrow. We want to put that up before we board. We've got all the fencing in here, and Thursday, Friday, I've got a couple of lads that have been on my training, my 3-day boot camp, property developers boot camp. They're landscapers and ground workers, and they were just asking for some work, so I said, yeah, come along, spend a couple of days with us. So they're going to put a fence all the way from there, all the way down this run. So they're going to do that, a couple of days, good lads, only 21. And then once they get that fence in, we will continue the slabs down there, out to where we're going to put the front gate. So that'll get the fence out of the garage, that'll get another job done. Probably going to get rid of the cabin in a few weeks as well. So the kitchen's going in this one next week. Decorator's coming in tomorrow, so he's going to decorate. So once that kitchen's in, we'll have hot and cold water, electric. So there's the stone sills at the back. So we want to get them out of the garage tomorrow, get them done. Like I say, then there's all the fencing that'll be gone. There's the windows and the doors, they'll be gone tomorrow. I then think we will be able to get rid of the telehandler. That's going to go back. Another electric box to go in here. So just little jobs, but lots of them. So these are the casement windows. Got the stone sills in. There is a foam, that this colour, this expansion foam, that goes in there because it's timber frame. So that's got to go in there. This is plot 3. This one's all been plastered. So it's all been skimmed. Now we haven't put the door linings in here yet, just because some plasterers just make a mess of them, and they have a habit of cleaning their trowel on it, and then it gets wet, and then they clean the plaster off, and it takes massive chunks out of the door linings. So this time we've decided to leave them out and fit them afterwards. Just because, little things like that, they're irritating, and it's all about the finish, isn't it? People come round and they notice it, and it's, even though the decorator feels it, it's not really his job to start doing that. When you can prevent it. I know some people put tape on them, but we're just thinking, look, let's put them in afterwards. Let's see if it makes a difference on the finish, on the decorating. Less work, not my job, as you often get. And hopefully, it'll be a better decision. Let me know in the comments what you do. Do you put them in afterwards? Do you put them in before? Do you protect them? Let me know in the comments. Boilers in on this one. The gas has been a bit of a pain in the butt, but I've managed to get a date now. So 4th of December, the gas goes on. Now the good thing about that means we can get the road in. And I want to get that in way before Christmas. So, because these are going on the market Boxing Day. Sorry to interrupt this video, but have you ever wondered how you can become a property developer? Well, in the comments is my exact 8-step blueprint to transform gardens into development sites like this and make life-changing money. Go check it out. Let's get back to the video. Now, let me just show you out the front. Although we're only, 7 weeks away from Christmas. Now, some of you might or might not believe it, even though that end house isn't even got the underfloor heating and the flooring in, this site will pretty much be finished by Christmas. It won't be far off, believe it or not. We move pretty quick, and certainly at this stage, things move very quick. Like I say, there's a lot of little jobs. We're going to write a list down, prioritise them, start ticking them off, but things will move very quick. And I haven't really got many people on site. I've got a ground worker who's here, some window fitters coming back, the plasterers are here. One of my sons just gone on holiday today. He's just gone away to Lanzarote. My other son's here. I'm not here a lot. I've not been here a lot at all. I've been away for 7 weeks. Got a couple of lads coming in next week to help us do the fence only for 2 days. But yeah, it will move quick and there won't be a lot left. So get them on the market Boxing Day. Plot 3 will be finished. Plot 2, I think, will be finished. Plot 1, I think the kitchen will be in. It won't be decorated. Plot 2 should be about finished decorated. I think the road will be in. It won't have the top coat of tarmac on, but I think all the landscaping will be done. Yeah, I think we're going to make good progress, weather permitting. It has been wet, unusually wet for us. You know, we're in a fairly dry part of the country, Lincolnshire. Doesn't really get a lot of rain, and if we do get rain, it rains at night. Like I say, come daytime, it's normally pretty dry. We don't lose a lot of time from weather. We're quite lucky compared to some parts of the country. But yeah, it's going good. It's going good. We need a bit of dry weather. It's talked about being okay this week. The odd shower, I think, but generally, it's going to dry out. We're going to crack on, do what we can. Once we get that gas in, that's been the biggest ball ache on this site. We're waiting for an answer from the gas because we had to get an easement signed and got that done. Just the gas company was just ridiculous. So I managed to ring up Cadent direct and she just went, yeah, no problem. 4th. So there you go. Sometimes you just got to speak to a different person if you want the right answer. And yeah, it's looking good. So I say 1 job in here, get loft insulation up. If you've got any questions about property development, how we work, what we do, put them in the comments. Whether you see anything that we do different to you, or ask us why we do certain things certain ways, ask away. I always get questions on my project management and how I manage to do it. I think it's just over here, experience. The other thing are my QS skills, my quantity surveying skills. So all the floor done on all 3 plots. And that's all the insulation that's left. So no bricks left over, no roof tiles left over, not really much timber left over. Don't really have hardly anything left over, to be fair. We're always just enough. We don't have a builder's yard, we don't have a container, we don't have a lockup. We don't really, we just manage to work it out pretty much right. We do go from site to site often, but we don't really have much stuff to take with. A bit of Harris fencing, but apart from that, we don't have any waste. No waste, no overstock. Cool, right, I'm going to crack on with work. Got to get done, it's Sunday. Need to get these last few windows done, and then I'll catch up with you guys soon.